Welcome back, everyone. Oxygen not included. Been a little bit of time since I played, not too long though. We've got a lot of skill points. Looks like a printable as well. We're already on cycle 50. Food is good. We have water here for some reason. I don't know what the water is doing here. Did the water just get spat out of the pipes or something? I just loaded the game, obviously, so I don't know where that water came from, but it's on top of all the hydroponic farms, so I have one good guess. Interesting. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but anyway, we'll grow our plant wood here. Or mealwood, I mean. And then, see what we can do here. So yeah, last episode we did get this oxygen checkpoint up. The oxygen mask dock is full fueled. So I think that means that we can just come on over. We also did create a grooming station over here. I don't know how often or when the wildness will be reduced. I'm going to make sure that our farmer is actually on the farming or on the ranching category. Yeah, it is. So turn supplying down to lower tier. So animal husbandry should be the first thing to happen. That is wrangling, relocating, ranching supply, sing to ag, process critter, ranch, and then arm trap. I'm guessing ranch is the thing we want it to do. So we might just have to wait for it to grow up, maybe into a adult or something. Hopefully it's all automatic and we're not just missing something here. But I have not been able to find any guide or anything like that in the database. Well, I mean, maybe there's a tutorial for it. Nope. 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 That's fine. So I think we can now probably dig down over here and continue our excavation. So let's put down some ladders, and then one more ladder, and then dig. Obviously, only one person at a time is going to be able to go through there. It looks like it's going to be Harold today. He's got his oxygen mask. That's all he did. What? What is he doing now? It's kind of weird that they go back and forth between doing certain tasks and whatnot. Oh well. That's kind of ridiculous. Interestingly, it looks like all those germs are gone, so we may have consumed the water that had the germs in them. That said, that's pretty alarming. I didn't realize we were already done with the second layer of water. So this could become a problem quicker than I originally anticipated. Luckily, we do have a reservoir down here, so we can always tap in, reuse this liquid vent here, and then just manually pump the water in from down here. So we're good for now. And obviously, we always planned on kind of bridging these reservoirs anyway at some point, so we could still do that at some point, I'm sure, too. Not sure what they're doing right now, to be honest. Oxygen is at max. Plenty of floral scent. I wonder, does the deodorizer, I wonder, kill that stuff? That might be something to look into as well, huh? No, it doesn't. There's floral scent all around it, so It's not even operating right now. I think the only way to clear the floral scent is just not be in the floral scent area. And we may actually want to create an airlock and then actually fully seal these growing areas once we have them completely rebuilt. Yeah. No big deal. Yeah, everything's kind of just at a standstill. I think the problem is, obviously, we have this oxygen checkpoint. We could disable this building for now. And then I believe once we do that, they'll be able to just walk down here. We don't need the oxygen mask dock right now. It's just something that I wanted to put in so that we are ready to go should we need it. So, it should be good. Let's see then. If we disable the oxygen mask checkpoint, I'm thinking we'll be able to go down here whenever we want, but it looks like it's already maybe downtime right now. So they're eating, so we might have to wait until tomorrow. I'm kind of tempted to build a similar situation up top here that we have down here. So we could start to explore this area too a little bit. I suppose we don't exactly need that. It is just oxygen and some carbon dioxide over here, which will get filtered automatically properly through our base now. Over time, at least. Let's check our CO2. CO2 levels are a little bit high down here, but yeah, they're actually decreasing over here as well. And if we mine this out, it would be a little bit better even. We do have more CO2 in this area. I guess that's what gets left behind when you draw water out of the reservoir. We should be drawing a lot less water when we finish getting these hydroponics up and running. Yeah, this mealwood is almost done. We'll change that out to a hydroponic and bristleberry as well. I want everything in here to be bristleberry instead, since those are the only things that require the light, really. So we do have a print. Let's see what it is. We can get some salt water. And then we could have a researcher named Stinky, is his name. Plant murder. What the heck? Yeah, I don't think we need any of these guys. I guess we'll just take some salt water. Hopefully it's in a container and not just spilling on the ground. Looks like it is. I did forget that we had this slickster egg here, too. They consume CO2 and exude crude oil. They actually like it a bit hotter. So this thing eats CO2 as well. That's kind of interesting. There's even some modified slicksters, I guess, too. Yeah, these things consume carbon dioxide. You can relocate that down here for now. He can just probably live right there, honestly. I don't know if he needs to be in the ranching area. It doesn't look like wildness is going down at all. So I'm not sure what we need to do to get this guy to become less wild. Critter is wild. Yeah. Just enjoying life, you know? Fair enough. Would be nice to know how that works. When a signal is received, auto inputs. A groomed critter is a happy, healthy, productive critter. Yeah, I'm assuming it'll just work when, oh! Okay. It says no critters are available. So yeah, maybe that is the problem, is that, you cannot, reduce the wildness of a baby, maybe. That's possibly what's going on here. Sunbug got wounded somehow, not sure what happened there. Anyway, yeah, it looks like we removed the oxygen mask checkpoint, and that problem's gone now too. So, they might want oxygen down here soon enough, but it's fine for now. So let's dig into this territory right here. There we go. More CO2, but not a whole lot. This is a pretty large amount of CO2. And then maybe we'll find some other interesting things down here as we explore. There's some slime. At some point we'll have to figure out how to tap the hydrogen gas and kind of keep that in some kind of container and use that. It would have been nice as far as the oxygen mask dock goes, for people to just use that. I do find it funny that they're just kind of idling in the no oxygen area. Pretty ridiculous. Okay, it might be time to re-enable the oxygen mask checkpoint. Does that mean that she can't move over here anymore? Surely not. Okay, good. So now, only one person should come down here at a time. Works like you'd expect. So I guess you could create a system of gas filters, like on top of each other, and then filter out multiple things before it hits the output. Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah, you could set them up side by side, but you could have them rotated. So input, filter, output, input, filter, output, and then just have it like a stack of filters. So we'll have to keep that in mind. I think that would work. I don't think filters need to be... I think this filter was suspended in air, yeah, so they don't need to be on the ground. So that's an option there too. Our carbon skimmer's running pretty often here. Yeah, polluted water isn't changing at all, so I think we're okay on that front for now. It's a bit annoying to me how they get so little work done when they have to, you know, gas mask up. Maybe it would be a good idea to have some of them, like, you know, not doing things like supplying and whatnot, or constructing, for example. I'm not sure. Or maybe we only allow certain people to use the door, you know, people that would be able to supply and dig at the same time or something. I'm not sure. It just seems like they queue one task, finish it, refuse to elaborate, and then walk out. And it's just kind of a long process here. We could probably speed it up by putting a ladder right here instead and removing all of this, because we don't really need this whole chamber. Yeah, I think let's do that, I think. Right, because the oxygen mask checkpoint... Oxygen mask checkpoint. It's like this. And it's not like this is restricting anything, so I don't think it needs... It doesn't need, like, walls around it. It probably just needs a wall right below it, so I think this will suffice, yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see. The puff does re-enjoying carbon dioxide, I guess. Guess it doesn't really care. This thing is wild too. So we should be able to move this. Let's wrangle it really quick. So Harold does come over and do this. Yeah, so there's got to be something else going on for ranching that I just don't know about. Did it fail? Wait, what happened here? Puffed. Oh, I guess it was canceled. Oh, he, no, he's not eating. Where'd he go? Oh, he went to the restroom. Gotcha. We'll seal this up again. This thing just got constructed, so we'll tear this down. Yeah, deconstruct all of this and put down the hydroponics. Definitely better to do that as much as possible so that we reduce the amount of liquid. I'm not sure exactly where our water is going now once we get all of these things converted to hydroponics. What else uses water? We know our duplicants don't because they're inhuman. We know cooking does not. Oh, you know what? Research, the supercomputer does use a little bit of water. Okay, yep, 50 kilograms per research point. So that is actually quite a lot. I have to keep that in mind. I don't think anything else does, right? Does the compost bin do it? Reduces polluted dirt, rotting fruits, and discarded organics in the dirt. So we do have a couple ways of getting rid of polluted dirt now, which is great. So as long as we have sand, we can run filtration basically and keep running our infinite water supply here. Okay. Alright, here's the ladder. And honestly, we could probably just deconstruct all this. It is kind of bothering me that when we clicked on this and then clicked errands, it said no critters were available. I wanted to see if we could move the puffed into this area, if that would trigger a task, basically, to make it less wild. Where is that puffed at? He was over here, wasn't he? Oh yeah, he got trust. Gotcha. Okay, so relocate here. I'm also going to take down these planter boxes. We don't need these anymore. And then, so still, even on a farm tile, we don't have an option for the Joya seed. I don't know where to plant this thing at. Maybe it does go into a flower pot. Let's just give it a shot right here. We do have 3 of them, so we'll try to put one right here and see how it works. Put some more hydroponics down. Honestly, our food is excellent. We're not having any problems at all. It was a good idea to keep up on things like that, though. We could maybe even get a... We do have another spot for yet another duplicant. If we do get one, we're going to want someone that does... what is it? Exosuit stuff. So, rocket piloting... exosuit training. All of this is, I think, under the suit category. So we'll want someone that likes suits, basically. And then maybe even, I guess, pyrotechnics. Do we have someone... I guess we don't have anyone that wants to do tidying, which is a strength kind of task. So maybe it would be a good idea to have that. I mean, I don't think it's exactly required. It looks like in order to do suit stuff, you have to be a researcher, too. So that's kind of odd. It might be a while before we... Oh, grooming. Yep. Okay, so... The puff... I missed it completely. He got groomed. Excellent. Okay, so now we know grooming does happen automatically. He got... oh yeah, his wildness is actually decaying now. Groomed, minus 55%. So in 2 days, basically, he'll be tame, I guess. What does this puff even do? I can't remember. It eats polluted oxygen and creates slime. So you don't need a deodorizer, I guess. That's fine. I don't think we're actually using the puffed at all. I guess you could relocate them tactically, right? Just put them in this room. Let them create slime. Something like that. I don't know. Would be interesting. Good, yeah. So that speeds up the room a little bit. Max is going down. There we go. So now we've got CO2 falling down here, which is perfect. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't just keep digging, right? Any reason not to? I don't see any. Yeah, I think we should be good to go there. Obviously, we can get all of this ore. So yeah, we could create a separate room where we somehow, I guess, capture polluted oxygen and shove it into the room, and then he could create slime out of that, but that's not really that useful to us. I mean, slime just gets processed over here and becomes part of the system, but uh, we don't want to do more of that than we need to anyway, just because it creates more polluted water, of course. So I think we'll just let the puff live his best life. Yeah, he's trying to breathe it in, but there is none. So that's fine. He can just live a normal life and not have to consume polluted air, I guess. Maybe one of the genetic modifications for those creatures would actually create something more useful. Not sure. So doing some phosphorite here. We have hydrogen. Hydrogen definitely sits on top of chlorine, and did I see nitrogen too, or no? Chlorine and hydrogen. That's it. Thought I saw something else, but yeah, just oxygen, hydrogen over here, and chlorine. So at some point we'll have to figure out how to separate these gases easily. We already kind of know a little bit. But hydrogen, as soon as we tap into that, it's going to float up. So that would mean that it would hit the top right here. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that. What is the abyssalite for again? Molten tungsten. We can make insulite out of it somehow. Which you can crush into sand. That's it. Seriously. Sour gas. Oh, insight reduces heat transfer, so you don't really want to break it down at all. You want to actually use it, because its melting point is 3,600 degrees Celsius. So yeah, that would be a general buildable and insulator. Okay, gotcha. Abyssalite itself is similar, 3,400 degrees Celsius. So it's probably also, yet again, another good, like, just building material, I'd imagine. What about molten tungsten? We can actually create tungsten out of it. World's toughest metal. I don't know if it's the same in this asteroid, but pretty sure it's like the toughest metal out there or something like that. Tungsten is serious business. Pretty sure. Alright, let's dig down into here. Ah, downtime again. Alright, that's fine. Go tomorrow and see how that works. Obviously, it's a lot of gas down here, but all the gas is going to come down here anyway. So it'll just fill up down here, basically. But we always have oxygen when we're messing around down here, so it's not a big deal at all. There's iron right there. So we could tap into some iron with no risk whatsoever. Or we could try to cleanse the first, like, filthy area, so to speak, so we can get some gold. Both interesting propositions. I would think I think it'd be nice to go over here, but maybe it makes sense to try to clean this up first. So if we're going to try to clear up the polluted oxygen, the best way actually might be, because it's going to float up here and anyway, maybe we just put a deodorizer right here. Like so. And then run power to it. There we go. Looks like we ran out of power. Okay. So we don't have any coal anymore. Whoops. Yeah, I thought we would be able to keep up with coal pretty easily. Maybe they just forgot to refuel it or something. What about our burner? It says we're missing wood. Really though? I thought we had a lot of wood. We still have 3,000 kg of wood. So yeah, they're not supplying. It should be a higher priority task, but it doesn't look like Bubbles is getting to it. So what has Bubbles been doing this whole time? We could have her do improved carrying. She can actually do the exosuit stuff. Yeah, so let's do that. Suit sustainability training. Sounds good. Anyway, she can actually hold 400 kilograms more just by this first tier of supplying, which is great. But yeah, I wonder why she's not... we'll watch Bubbles today. And see what she does. Right now she's snoring, as she does. What can we do with the gold? Is there any application that we can use the gold for right now? We can create... Oh, a gold amalgam, we'll have to use a metal refinery to make actual gold. So there's that. Or a smooth hatch actually... creates a decent amount. We'll need it probably, it looks like, for building some power systems, so. So what is Bubbles doing? Let's see if we can find her. She's supplying farming materials, okay. So maybe we do have too much food generation stuff. I'm gonna deconstruct these. This one's basically done. Deconstruct. I think we might have too much, we might have too much food generation, which is kind of crazy to say, but I think that's where we're at. We kind of went overboard. And actually, the hydroponics seemed to work pretty well. Okay, so yeah, they did refuel the wood burner and the coal generator. So I think they're just being a little bit lazy on hauling, basically. So let's make sure that wood... Yeah, wood is being drawn here. We will run out of wood pretty quickly. So it might be a good idea to start creating some polluted water again. Because that's all it needs, right? Is just some polluted water. Yeah. And then for this, let's make sure that coal is being drawn here. That should be consumable ore, right? Yep, perfect. That should help out immensely. Yeah, so they're picking it up right now, but... Okay, so I think the problem was that we just didn't have a storage bin set up for hauling it to, and so it made the task of resupplying the actual generators a little bit of a problem. We'll see if it runs a little bit better now. We really don't want to have power interruptions. We may have to go back to sliding another manual generator in here, too. I mean, we've got plenty of spare labor right now, so it wouldn't be an inconvenience, you know, at all. So, hydroponic farm. This thing can do some mulewood, of course. This thing is done, so we'll deconstruct that. Nice. So that's all completely done. We got bristle blossoms right there. I'm just going to deconstruct this since it seems like food is fine, so I'm just going to tear it down. Same thing with this, we'll uproot that and then put bristle blossoms in. Excellent. There we go. So yeah, no water requirements are nice. Let's put in another algae terrarium. Obviously we didn't want that before because it creates... produces oxygen, which is great, but then... And it also removes carbon dioxide, which is also great. But... it creates polluted water too. And actually, maybe instead of putting it right there, we can put it down here so it for sure has access to carbon dioxide. Looks good. And then obviously the algae, or no, it consumes algae, right? I don't know if this is actually useful at all to us anymore then. I don't know. Like, is there any point of actually running an algae terrarium? I think we did this originally because we wanted to remove carbon dioxide, but that's not really a problem anymore. Eventually figure out which one it is. Oh yeah, F1 is, of course I should remember F1. That's the gas overlay. So yeah, I mean we're actually clearing out the CO2 at a gradual rate here now, including... Oh, what is all this? Uh-oh. That's a problem. How did those CO2 get up here? Ruh-roh. That's a bit of a problem, huh? How did this happen? Is it because, oh, you know, it's because maybe we have these, wood burners here. Yeah, let's deconstruct the wood burner. Or, start by disabling it. I didn't realize the carbon dioxide production was that heavy. Oh, and you know, I think another problem here is that this is walled off now. So let's put an airflow tile here. Might have to build another ladder up here just to reach it. I did not realize we were having this much of a problem. Holy cow. That's a lot of CO2. Carbon skimmer should be running overtime now. Doesn't seem like it is, though. Well, seems like it's running relatively consistently, just not at real high load. I think obviously it should run higher when we get more CO2 down here, but actually we already got kind of a lot. Problem is it's just not making its way down to the skimmer. So it might be time to actually move that skimmer over here, or maybe make a second one, really. Which is what we kind of wanted to do after seeing how all this stuff works. So yeah, it's the same orientation right there. How does this work as far as the piping goes again? Yeah, there it is. So output is the nasty stuff that can come right here. So actually we'd want to flip this around because the input is water. Yeah, so we'll flip that one around like so. And then run piping. Yep, so output goes to in, and then input from here. I think that's how it works, right? I think. I think this will be fine. And it actually doesn't create any pipe bridging that we have to do or anything goofy. So obviously if I wanted a second skimmer, that would become problematic. I might just have to move this skimmer over here. Obviously we'll be removing this one and then probably purging all this pipe too. Yep. I don't know why I can't seem to remember these buttons. Eventually I will. So F6 is water. Yeah. Water seems to consistently flow over here. Bristle blossom. Coal generators are running out. So we're going to need to put... yeah, that was the other thing we wanted to do. We wanted to create the wood burner, but we're going to put it down here somewhere. Where, though? We could put it, like, just right here. Or even right here. Actually, yeah, it makes sense. Maybe not. Yeah, we could put a door right here, actually. So if I put pneumatic door... Let me think about this. All this is kind of together right now, but we do need to make sure we keep regular oxygen right here. So I'm starting to think maybe we should just put like an airlock door just to kind of keep it somewhat contained here. So deconstruct the tile, and then we'll put just a regular airlock door in. I guess we could put a machine operated one here. Do that, and then this can become a airflow tile. I mean, it'll flow down here as well too, but this will kind of make it a little bit easier to get the CO2 down here. Man, that's crazy. Crazy. Now, is this working? Oh, no power wire. Yeah. There we go. This thing's going to run constantly now, so we're going to have to keep an eye on it and make sure it is, the water isn't getting outrageous here or anything like that. Alright. Okay, so this one can probably go away soon. Yeah, that's load right there for sure. And then that should help gradually, gradually over time. It's kind of ridiculous. I thought we had carbon dioxide settled. Clearly that's not the case. It's okay though. So I think actually, yeah, we had that creature, the slickster, that will eat carbon dioxide. Yep. So apparently we got more than one of those, so we'll relocate that guy down here as well. I'm sure he'll love the environment, and we'll get crude oil out of it too. Oh, another one. Oops. And then jumping joy. Yeah, there you go. So it does have to be in a flower planter. Good to know. Deconstruct. So we could probably put that in this room too, actually. I don't think that'll mess with Max. So we'll do that here. Furniture, I think. Yep. So we'll grind it down. And then a flower pot again. Yeah, I don't think we need... oh, it is creating polluted water, but I don't think we'll need polluted water here soon. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Anyway, this can be deconstructed now. Yep. So I wonder if there's any way of, like, pushing the CO2 even faster into our carbon skimmer. Maybe removing the oxygen diffuser down here would be ideal. Not sure. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. So... yeah, CO2 is able to come over here and filter down, but yeah, I think the problem is we need it to come down here too. Because this singular pipe is just not good enough. Honestly, we could just relocate these guys over here. I mean, they'll kind of walk around anyway, but yeah, might work a little bit better if they're up there instead. It's crazy that we got that much CO2 up here. Oh, okay. Apparently they'll just straight up die if they don't have access to what they need. So hopefully Harold will come down here and help out. We'll get him out of here. Where would polluted stuff be? There's a little bit of pollution there. Look, they just hauls them away. Okay, I think he's good now. Starving. 10 cycles. I'm sure he'll find some food. Or maybe he'll die, I don't know. Oh, nope. He just found it. Not a whole lot, though. Okay, so if we want him to survive, we're gonna have to go over here or something. Then we will have to ladder up and then dig over. We'll see what the results are of that, I think, in the next episode. I think that's a pretty good spot to call it. So we do have our oxygen mask station fully operational, and we're able to dig down there now. Looks like we can explore further south, but it doesn't really look that great down here, if I'm being honest. So maybe we'll find something more interesting as we go deeper. For now, it doesn't look very great, but who knows? We could also go a different direction too if we decide the world is, or the asteroid is our oyster. So I hope you enjoyed as I have, and until next time, peace.